Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. For this video we're going to be looking at 3 different ways to utilise one stencil. So there's going to be 3 different techniques and they're going to be very easy, and this is a way to stretch your stash so you're getting the most out of your stencils. Even if you only have one stencil and one ink pad, you can still do all of these techniques. I'm going to be using my sticky grid mat for 2 of these techniques, but if you don't have one, then you can obviously just tape down your cardstock just using some low tack tape. So we're going to start with the easiest one first, which is just using the stencils as a normal stencil, just applying ink through it onto cardstock. Just use any ink pad that you have. I'm just using the Distress Oxide Speckled Egg, and I'm just going to lay down the colour through the stencil and just see what we end up with. Use whatever inks that you have, use different colours, put on as little or as much as you like. There is no set rule for this, just do what you want, what makes you happy. And there we go, nice and simple, really pretty colour, I do love that. But like I say, if you don't have that colour, just that ink pad, just use whatever you have. This next technique is an emboss resist. So we're going to use the same stencil, which I've just cleaned, stick it down to my grip mat, and then what I'm going to do is use embossing ink. Make sure that if you tried this technique, that you put the ink down thoroughly and really press it in, because sometimes it doesn't press in properly, and you'll notice when I finish this technique there is a little bit that I didn't quite get, but it's just to show you how to do it, and it does turn out really nice actually. The embossing powder I'm going to use is called Snowflake Tinsel. I have no idea where this was bought from because it's one that I was given, and it looks to me as though it's never been used, but it's absolutely perfect for this winter themed stencil. It just gives a really nice result. This is an absolutely stunning embossing powder. Look at the glitter and the shine and the shimmer. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do now is take some of that same ink that we had before, the speckled egg, and we're going to cover the entire card, and then the parts where we've embossed will resist the colour, so we'll be able to wipe it off. So we'll have a nice blue background, but it will leave a beautiful design on the top of the card. I think this is my favourite technique. I mean, look at that effect, isn't that beautiful? But you could, if you don't have the glitter embossing powder, you can use white, you could even use black, you can use any colour that you like, silver, gold even, it's entirely up to you. But I just think the overall effect is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take a white marker pen and just put some dots on the bits where there's no pattern, just to give the impression of a few snowflakes, that's all. You don't have to do that. I think the blue and the white just gives an absolutely gorgeous cold winter vibe. I really do like this technique. So this next technique might not be one that everyone is going to be able to do because it does involve embossing with the stencil. I'm going to use my Gina K Intracut die cut and embossing machine. I'm going to be using the rubber mat that I bought to go with it for this purpose. I think you can buy the rubber mats or the silicone mats to use with other die cutting machines. I'm not exactly sure, but I will have a look. But I'm sure there is a way that no matter what die cutting machine or embossing machine you have, there is a way, I think, to do this. So I'm going to use the silicone mat. I'm going to lay down the stencil, then the card, then the silicone mat, and then the cutting mat, and I'm going to put it through the machine. You are never going to get a deep emboss using a stencil, but look at that, isn't it still beautiful? So it is quite subtle, but it can still certainly be used on a card or another project. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? It's really, really nice. And it would be lovely for a white on white card, I think. So here are the 3 techniques we've looked at in this video. They're not difficult, and they can help you to stretch your supplies and get a different look just by using one stencil. I did make a sort of practice card to show you, but it's not great. The sentiment is too far down and it doesn't look right. But I did add a few clear gems to the front, which I think looks nice. I also cut down the embossed card and backed it onto a black mat. But I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So this has been a much shorter video than my usual attempts, but I hope it's been helpful. I hope it's given you a few ideas anyway. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe and share. It would really help my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.